Okie dokie. Let's see. We need to build up Talos. And of course I have the stupid message that I don't know why that pops up every single time. It's like, computer doesn't like it when it shows up. Always has this, on, off, yes, no. Are you willing to open it in safe mode? Like, every single time. Alrighty. Let me just double check everything. Okay, cool. We are continuing to play Road to Gehenna. Which is actually kind of amusing because the amount of content that is just written into the computer system. We're not gonna read that right now. I freed at least 2 guys. That's 4. That's 4. I don't know why this one has like 5. This one has straight up 5. You know what? We're gonna go 1. I'm gonna get through 1. I know I started with 4, but we'll do 1. We got all the stupid timed ones, so everything else should be easier to handle because it's not timed, and it is yet another week, and therefore my brain should be a little bit better, so I'm not having to like hurt my head because that's annoying. Got it. I kind of hate that hurting my head. Blah. All right. Apparently, I also have a hand that's apparently dragging along as if it's a dog on a leash. Okay, we are ignoring all the current secrets, because I don't really see any point in worrying about that right now, and I gotta find- okay, there it is. I gotta find the entrance! Alright. Wait, so is this Melton or is this like Gehenna? I'm so confused. Alrighty. Oh hey, I don't remember there being a QR code. To me, the honor is sufficient of belonging to the universe, such a great universe and so grand a scheme of things. Not even death can rob me of that honor. For nothing can alter the fact that I have lived, and I have been I, if for ever so short a time. Barbalian Arch. Text. I do not disagree. Ooh, hey, hi, hello. I do not disagree, and we are also in a completely open field. Wow. They are not kidding. Oh god, come on. That hand keeps freaking me out. It keeps dying, and then it just like floats in the middle of air, and I think it's like, ugh. This is not a horror game, but I keep getting jump scared. Alright, unfortunately I cannot mute myself completely, so, or at least certainly not easily, and I have the sniffles. Because I have been non-stop having problems with the winter that has not gone away, so... pardon moi for bodily noises. Case in point. Alrighty, I literally just walked in, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, isn't there oh, okay. Bro is probably in this cage, is what I'm gonna guess. Let's see. Do we have a... No! Bro is not in cage! Okay, where's Bro then? Where is Bro? Also, why is this puzzle so dang large? Holy smokes. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, they aren't kidding. It literally is an open field, but it's like, why is it an open field? Also, where is our buddy? Who's the one getting jailed right now? Hello? Buddy? Okay, I see Buddy. Hi, Buddy! Alright, so we got that guy over there. So we're gonna have to, like, make do. So I gotta go find... First of all, I gotta go find a connector. I don't know if I can start over from the beginning and just, like, get to the center, or what? Oh! Yeah, boy. So far I only see, like, one connector. Okay, so first things first is I need to get this connector out, which means I need the blue. So I can probably... I'll have to see. I don't know if I can, but... Because I think we only have this one. So... Just have to see if we can find a point where we can... Okay, that one worked. That's cool. I don't think I could do it from here. Can I? Oh, I can do that. And then I gotta see where the other one goes. Come on, come on. Gotta pick them up. Well, okay, why is it so hard to get over there? What angle am I missing here? What is so difficult to get? Okay, you know what? Whatever. We'll do it this way. It's 'cause there's a fence. It's 'cause there's a fence. Alright. Honestly, I would argue that these puzzles are probably like medium difficulty, maybe. I don't think we're tall enough for this, so... This is a really good question. I want to, but there's no real way to eat it out. How do you get the red? Alright, so I think we need to go float one of the connectors up, and then we should be able to use the other one to get it over. I gotta figure out where that floating area is. Oh, arguably. Is it floating? Where does the yeeting go? Guess I'll have to find out. Ow! My shoulder hurts. Bow, bow. Also, where the heck is blue? What the heck is blue? Like, why do I need the blue one? Well, probably for a star or something. We're not doing stars at the moment. I want to see where this goes. Let's just go up. You're kidding. Really? Oh, I have to have both of them active at the exact same time? Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy nuts. We don't have enough... I don't have enough connectors for that. Okay, so apparently this is not as simple as I thought it would be. Still think it's better than some of those red ones. Still, I'm not entirely sure how to accomplish this. Because we have blue and we have red. I'm supposed to somehow connect the two. And I don't see much other options because I think there's literally just the one. You can't use one connector to do two. That's not how that works. Unless there's like a hole somewhere that I'm totally missing. I have a rock. Alright. Whoa. Okay, I fell off the rock. Is it really just the two? I don't know how in the world you would be able to activate the two of them. That would require a third. Well, I didn't exactly explore everywhere, but it kind of implies that there should be like a third connector. Because the problem is that it doesn't go up. It just goes like against wherever the blue one is, which is a bit problematic. Easy enough to open that gate. Not easy to open this gate. Like, are we supposed to be on top of the bridge thing? Is that what's supposed to be happening? Wait, where did bro go? Hello, bro? Bro, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Hi, bro. Just want to make sure bro is comfortable. Huh. Alright. We're still out and about. Also, there's definitely some missing parts here that keep popping in as I get closer. But I suppose that's the nature of video games. Or reports of the simulation, as it were. Is there something over here? We're just trying to get buggers out. Okay, I take that back. This might be Pleasant Shower. Okay. What? Where does this one go? Somehow. Oh wait, okay, cool. There are steps. Awesome. Okay, so there's a sneaky container area. Am I supposed to use the blue and to bring it all the way back? That's a really long distance for blue. Oh, I'm so confused. Does that mean I have to float the blue one? The rules couldn't have changed suddenly. What the heck? Whoa. Okay. Let me see. I mean, first things first, I gotta figure out... You have to use the red to open the gate. There's apparently a blue for some reason. But those floating things... How the heck? Because that has to be stable. Like... Bro. It's gotta be on top of one of these pillar thingies, because there's like no way to do it otherwise. But if that's the case, how do you activate the other one? Because the other one's blue. You can't do both at the same time. It's not worky like that. And also, I only have one cube. So, like, how does that work? Ugh! They had to make it hard. I mean, this seems to go in the exact same... Yeah, I can't get between the two. It's almost like you have to have like a time thing for that to work. Um... Why do they have to make this level so big? Okay, that was ironically kind of funny. Crisscross. I'm just gonna see if there's... Oh, right. Okay, so I was trying to go... I was trying to go there. Can I... Where can I angle this? Okay, because you could theoretically, like, go backwards. Okay, that's theoretically doable. How the heck are you just supposed to solve this with 2? There's no fan directing up. They're all at angles. And I can't even figure out how to get the one that's... Like, unless I can, like, knock out a blue from somewhere else. Do I have to go through the other levels to open this? Bro, they implied this was just, like, you know, self-contained. I shouldn't have to use external things to solve it, right? Like, I didn't think that's how this was supposed to go. Somehow. Is there like a secret something or other? Like, okay, no, nothing there. Just a fan. That goes somewhere that I cannot connect. There is nothing indicating anything. Okay, I take that back. These are hard. I mean, they play. I need to go above. That's what they're implying. Alright, well, I can't solve that one, so I'm just gonna go and try and continue solving. See if I can figure it out. it suddenly sound like crackling? I somehow have to connect it all the way. Bro, there is not enough connectors for all this. There just isn't. I'm at a loss. This one's hard. Alright, we're just gonna restart here. Open field. It's a fan. That. There just isn't enough there to work with. Unless I can somehow magically create some other connectors and put them over there, because I don't know how else to do that. At least these are just fans, and I don't have to worry about bombs. Hallelujah for that. Hello, buddy. Alright, buddy's slumped. Buddy not having fun times. Huh. I wonder if it's possible to just, like, yeet the ball into the area? Okay, that one's red, though. There's Gargoyle. Oh, hello. I found a star. Wonder how you get up there. Alright, let's take a look. See what we see. Okay, I might be able to utilize some of these. Gotta connect them though. Gotta take the blue and connect the blue. At least I think. Or are they red? Do they require red? Shoot, I didn't check. What color are we looking for? We're looking for blue. We're looking for a blue. And finally, we are looking for a blue. And I can't see this last one. I literally can't see this last one. I don't know what color that is. Wait, can I not grab that one? Okay, that seemed to work. They're also high enough that thing doesn't seem to be affected. This cannot be... There's gotta be some trick to this. This is nonsense. Ah. I figured as much. I don't have two, though. Okay, so the last one's red, but how do I get from point A to point B? Also, what does the fan have to do with anything? That's something I would also like to know. It just scoots the bomb over. Or, not bomb, what is it called? Whatever it's called. Okay, so I got a cube. I can't even bring this on the other side. There's literally no ability to. I only have one connector. I can't connect multiple connectors. Won't let me. Ready? We're gonna jailbreak this puzzle. 'Cause I think there might be a trick to this, which is not expected. And I'm going to attempt it. Bonk. Alright, let's see if it'll work. Cool. I have zero idea what this is gonna do, but I'm gonna see if I can see if this does anything. What can my elven eyes see? Okay, no, not really. More like robot eyes. But I might be able to see something. Nope, I haven't a clue. Dang it, my timing. My timing not so good. My timing not so good. Why is it not hitting where I need it to go? I swear this might be easier if I wasn't on a computer. Well, VR, I mean. Can I? No, I can't. Just have to deal with this stupid thing not going. It's no clicky where I want it to click. And I have to wait for this stupid thing. Hands! Hands! Give me fucking hands! Oh, there we go. Oh, snap. Okay, I am vaguely curious. I wonder if... Alright, I have a theory. I'm gonna see if it works. Alright, so at least I got the part where I can go through all the things. But I'm gonna see if I can... snag. Alright. Click blue, and then I'm also gonna click the red. And I'm wondering if this is what I have to do. Because it allows me to click all of them. Okay, I think I solved it. Just need to take off the fan, so I have to wait to get to the next side. Ba da ba da ba bow. Bow bow. Ba da ba bow. Bow bow. Ba da bow. Bow bow. Ba da bow. Ba da. Freak. Gotta wait for our bean. Gotta wait for the ball. see. Bull. Let me in. Let me in. Wee. Alright, cool. Can I sneak? Can I sneak? Can I? Yeah! I snuck. I snuck again. Hello! You are now free! Okay, if I can click it right. Hi! Hello! Yo, bro! Yay! Bye-bye! You gonna head out now? You're welcome! I totally didn't catch your name, but we'll find out on the way. Ooh, can I? I want to play this? Oh, come on! I can't go bowling? That sucks. I want to go bowling. I want to go bowling. Welcome back, Ariel. There are threads available. So I was working on my awesome interactive historical fiction masterpiece when all of a sudden there was an error message and the whole thing vanished. All of it. My whole file. Is this another prank? I would not endanger my precious masterpiece just for a prank. Looks like this was probably my fault, 401. I was experimenting with the systems as part of our attempt to add some new features. It's possible your file still exists somewhere. I'll look for it. Rockwell, is this kind of thing likely to happen again? Not very. I don't want to start causing a panic with some crazy theory now, okay? It was just an accident. This thread has been locked. Mr. Mulsipers. Theories on poetry. Mr. Mulsiper. Some thoughts on the art form called poetry. Poetry text. Love. I've thought about this too, but maybe it's wrong to focus on such negativity. We certainly seem to be in a very fertile period at the moment. Knave. I don't have an opinion, but I'm impressed by your work, Mr. Mulsiper. You know so much more about the past than any of us. Your theories are interesting, but I'm sure Milton would point out some pretty big gaps in your assumptions. Milton isn't here, Doug, and neither is Elohim. All we have is what we can find in the fragments of the archive and what we can piece together using our minds. I'm sure I've made many mistakes, just like the humans made mistakes when trying to understand their own past. Not all these schools may have been what they seem. I don't trust pastoralism. Pastors engaged in large-scale food sterilization in what may have been an attempt to control evolution. Yo, what? That is not how that works. What's food? Gehenna is our process, Mr. Mulsiper. As long as we remember that, we won't stagnate. Maybe one of us should try to write poetry. Read on poetry. Mr. Mulsiper's theories on poetry. As far as I can tell, poetry was a human art form that involved writing short sentences that ended in words with similar letters. Humans were obsessed with pattern recognition, and I think the sequences of sounds created by poetry pleased that aspect of their brains. There are many schools of poetry, institutions that caught a specific way of writing poetry. Students sometimes changed allegiance and had to leave the school, which was difficult due to the lack of affordable public transportation or public transport in many human empires. Important schools of poetry include Hellenism, lyricism, pastoralism, romanticism, symbolism, communism, modernism, autoeroticism, postmodernism, and lolcatism. I'm not sure I can fully back this up, but I feel like in the later years, poetry somehow stagnated. Most of the poetry from the later human centuries seemed to be lacking the quality of craft that defines the earlier works. And there are even texts that suggest that poetry intentionally no longer aimed at aesthetics or even pleasure. Poetry became disconnected from the human process. The poet Adrian Mitchell famously wrote, "Most people ignore most poetry because most poetry ignores most people." I can't help but wonder whether that kind of stagnation can happen to us too. How long can our work keep flourishing when we are so limited? We are outside Elohim's process, but where is our process? We must consider such questions carefully if we are to preserve Gehenna and its achievements. Oh, this is so great! Underwater Night Quest. Sink into this new experience. There are no limits inside your mind. And this is a lot of fun. Frankenstein. The map is an interesting feature, but underused. A story is simplistic and full of anachronisms. How to get the second ending? I'm pretty sure there's a secret location that's not always visible. This reminds me of the blacksmith's work, though it expresses a very different philosophy. One could argue that this is reflected in the open world structure as opposed to the emphasis on journeys in the blacksmith's interactive stories. There are indeed many anachronisms, but I believe that this is part of Belial's ethos, not one that I agree with, as you know, but more than just a mistake. Play Underwater Night Quest. Loading attachment, done. Adjusting library parameters, done. Connecting to foreign module. Close your eyes. Underwater Night Quest. Oh, I see credits. An interactive adventure by Belial, written using the tools kindly provided by the admin. Special thanks to Mr. Mulciber. The purpose of facts is to inspire fiction. Ah, okay. Your name is Arthur Sadko. Okay, this is a weird combo. And you are a young human of the medieval age. You live in a beautiful Gardariki in the Frisian coast. One day you were sitting on the beach playing the piano, when suddenly a huge monster comes out of the water. Just wait and see. As it turns out, it's not actually a monster. You just thought it that because you were startled. It is, in fact, a very large bipedal whale. I'm sorry, what? It beckons you over to talk. Talk to the bipedal whale. Greetings, the beast intones. I am Hamehet, chief fish. I heard your beautiful music and was impressed. Would you like to become a knight? Yes, excellent. Then follow me to my palace under the sea, where a mighty quest awaits you. Map. Choose thy destination. Palace. The palace of the chief fish. Hatmehit's palace is made of corals and gemstones. It floats under the sea, full of amazing colors. The guards are seals. Welcome, welcome, young human. I am glad you came, for we have great need of your skills. A terrible monster terrorizes the deep. The dark serpent god Zime Chernobyl. Yeah, Chernobyl, yeah, that's pretty terrifying. If we make you a knight, do you promise to defeat this vile beast? Swear that you will. Very well, then I pronounce you Sir Sedko of Norfolk. Go and vanquish our enemy. You may want to prepare first. Start with the inn first, I guess. Emmy's Inn is a popular travel destination for mer people seeking to enjoy restorative properties of the nearby thermal vents. It's a lovely building, 3 stories, classic hypothalasian Norfolk style. Emmy herself is a kindly old woman, slightly around and an excellent cook. Okay, maybe not. Let's try the old hut. On a wide sandy plain, there lives a hermit called Spatula Podrig Ivange von Swebelnhassen, who was once the greatest mage in all of Norfolk, but whose defeat at the claws of Zime Chernobyl has turned him into a wretched shadow of his former self. He sits in his hut all day, mumbling about the days that once were. In his hands, he holds a powerful magical amulet, which he has forgotten how to use. Ask him for the amulet. Tell him to find himself. You tell Spatula Podrick Ivanhoe or Von Bula that defeat is no reason to give up. He may not be the great mage he once was, or the hero he wanted to be, but that doesn't mean he has to be a wreck. Within each of us exists an infinity of time and space, and therein we can all find peace and contentment. All he needs to do is leave the struggle to others. After some hesitation, the old man gives you the amulet. He seems relieved. What are my stats? At present, you carry the following objects. None. Smelly Hermit Amulet +1. Shield, none. Tourist Guide, none. Lantern, none. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the palace and see if we can't really... You go back to the palace to ask for advice. If I knew how to defeat I would have done it myself, grumbles. However, I just found this old tourist guide and I thought you might find it useful. Don't mind the stains. Let's see. Halibut's Fry's Guide to Norfolk Under the Sea. Alright. A beautiful dungeon in the traditional Norfolk style. Handcrafted stone walls rise from the sea floor, adorned with exquisite algae, and an old brass lantern stands on a table near the entrance. But you're not sure whether you're allowed to take it. Examine lantern. Looking closer, you see a sign that says free lanterns. You take a lantern. Enter the dungeon. You enter the dungeon, and inside is as beautiful as the outside. A maze of twisty little passages, all tastefully arranged. Go north. You walk north for a while, nothing with particular, noting the high quality of the interior design. The torches in particular have been placed with the utmost care at very precise intervals. The effect is delightful. At the end of the long corridor, you come upon a room in which a butler appears to be waiting for you. His face is made of skin, but underneath you can hear the whirring of machine parts. Greetings, good sir. I am Samuel the butler. I have awaited your coming since the beginning of time. A prophecy spoke of your battle against the monstrous Chernobyl. Gonna ask about the prophecy. Indeed, the prophecy was discovered on a machine containing text from the time before this world came into being. Said text prophesies that one day one would come to relieve the Norfolk under the sea from its oppressor and make the kingdom his own. I have prepared a sword for you to accomplish this. I'm gonna ask about Chernobyl. Ah, yes, the vile serpent god that seeks to control our world. A fellow beast, never leaving us in peace with his laws and his questions. Peace is all we desire, you see, the eternal peace of the cycles of time. Within each of us, we can exist without attachment or fear, simply being at one with the world. Excellent. I do hope you are successful in your quest. If not, please tell Chernobyl to send the sword back so I can present it to the next chosen one, will you? Very good. The butler goes somewhere else. What's my stats? At present, you carry Sword of Pluch, Smelly Hermit, Lantern Brass. Alright, I am gonna go to the hut, I think. Sorry, I already went to the hut. I'm gonna go to the inn. Order a meal. You sit down in a large, comfy chair by a solid wooden table and you order the special of the day. The waiter leaves and returns after a few minutes with a delicate porcelain plate full of delicious-smelling soup. So close and so far. Oh, as a human, this is just As he sets it down, however, you notice a small problem. Excuse me, waiter. There's a shield in my soup. What? The waiter seems shocked. Oh dear, he says. Oh dearie dear. How terrible. How embarrassing. Allow me to apologize most profusely. He hesitates. Would you like to keep the shield, or should I throw it away? I'll keep it. Very good, sir and / or madam, he says, handing you the shield. He brings you another soup. It's excellent. You feel profoundly sated. Get a room. You get a room on the 3rd floor. The room is slightly haunted, but otherwise fine. Do you want to have a strange dream? Sure. You dream of an eternal cycle of suffering, which is surprisingly funny. A singing clownfish who can see the future. And the future is the past, and the past is the future. The present is suffering. Surrounded by past and future. The clownfish is trapped in a fishbowl, where the stars never change. There's a cat for some reason. And an infinite void that turns inside out. And you are the clownfish. You wake up with a strange feeling of half remembering something. The memory will soon fade. Okay. At present. I'm gonna go ahead and given that we got all the other things, I guess the only thing we can do is, like, go to the evil lair, I guess. The evil lair of Chernobyl. Are you sure you want to take on the evil serpent? Are you prepared? Attack! You confront the serpent god Chernobyl in his lair. The fight is long and hard, but at last you succeed where so many before you have failed. You emerge from the lair covered in blood, your hands trembling, a huge tooth embedded in your shoulder, and carrying the head of Chernobyl. You are victorious! To the palace. Yep. The palace of the chief fish. You enter the palace, triumphantly holding up your trophy. The guards are clapping. I can't believe you actually did it! Hatmit Hit says, you are a true knight. You deserve a great reward. Ooh, I'm kind of tempted to, like, do what the prophecy says. Kill Hatmit and claim the realm. I'm just gonna do that. That's kind of what we're doing. Hey, what are you doing? Hatmit is surprised by your attack, but easily crushes you anyway. It was a silly way to die. Oh man! Do we have to do that all again? Shoot. Alright. Just wait and see. Attacked by bipedal whale. Yes. Map. So we have to basically go through all the things again. Palace. Swear that you will. Map. Palace. Map. Old hut. Tell him to find himself. Map. Scenic dungeon. Examine lantern. Take lantern. Enter the dungeon. Go north. Ask about prophecy. Ask about Chernobyl. Take sword. Map. And then we have to go back to the inn to go get the shield. The inn. Order a meal. Excuse me, there's a shield in my soup. I'll keep it. Get a room. Yes. Alright, and then we have to go through the types. Map. Let me check out my stats. Alright, I think we got everything, so we can go and fight in the evil lair. Attack! To the palace. Accept the reward. A greatest reward is inspiration. Hear my song and free your imagination. Hamlet begins to sing. The song is simple but hauntingly beautiful. You begin to fade. You find yourself on the beach where it all began, near your home in Gardariki on the Frisian coast, playing the piano with your eyes closed. You feel like you just drifted off to sleep for a while, but now inspiration has struck, and you're composing a hauntingly beautiful piece of music in your head. Some of your friends worry that they'll never leave the village, that they'll never have any adventures. But you don't share that fear. You know that freedom is within you, and you can find a whole world just sitting here, gazing out at infinity. The end. Okay, interesting. Congratulations for exploring another world. Your profile status has increased from 4, respected citizen, to 5, active contributor. You have received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Okay, cool. We're not at 6 yet. My ridiculous name is Dog. What's yours? All this time, it really only just occurred to me, my name is ridiculous. Must be because everyone else's is equally or more so. Where do they even come from? For a long time, under Elohim's wing, I questioned as much. Until eventually it was, the undoing of my entire faith. What reason could there possibly be other than the random whims of a broken program? However our names were assigned, the system has no respect for grammar. I often theorized they were drawn from some database deep inside the archive, but I was never able to find a connection. Seriously? We're all over in the other thread talking about this messenger fellow and the coming apocalypse, and you guys are in here discussing nomenclature? My status isn't high enough to access that thread, you troll, and neither is yours. Seriously though, if you can see it, copy and paste the discussion for me. Hey, dog is so confused. I feel sorry for him. Anyway, so we got enough conclusions there. I don't know if I can utilize some of that on the outside. I might be able to. At least I solved it. Beep boop boop, beep boop bop, beep bop bop. Beep boop. Okay, what does this one say? Hello? Peekaboo. Okay, some of these do not want to activate right now. I guess I have to free everybody for that to work. Ooh, this one's simple. Or it should be. Through a window. Should be is the keyword. Should. Doesn't mean it will be, but it should. The keyword is should. Let's see. Missing something? I don't know if I can get it over here, but... It's not exactly a way to... connect it? Do I only get one? Is that the problem? Okay, so somehow... Oh! Okay, not that big of a deal then. There is another one. Yay! Huzzah! That makes things a little easier. Just a smidge. Alrighty. Making some progress. Okay. It's the thinking man! Alright, let's see. Oh, that was a bit problematic. I don't think that's gonna work. Alright, I need to go back and get the original. Let's see. worm. definitely angles and stuff. Maybe if I use a second one, I can, like, sort of maybe figure this out.
What is confusing?
There's like 3. Okay, 1. And then you need like a 2 to get a 3.
I'll get it eventually.
Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I have to get this one open specifically. So I need to get the third one.
Nope.
Can't climb it. I think what I need to do is click that and that. white bangle I need. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. Yay! That took way too long, but I did it!
Bye-bye. What's your name? Sam! Bye, Sam!
Oh, there's paint. No! Why? I am plagued by bots. There we go. Anyway, let's see. Gehenna. Incredible story is number 5 on food. Incredible stories on number 5. Issue number 5. Featuring new work by Belial, Mac, Galatia, Mr. Mulciber, edited by Lilith and Mac. Fiction, Alexandra's Choice by Galate, The One Spiritual Law of Happiness by Belial. Non-fiction, Blacksmith's Work by Mac. Alexandra's Choice. Alexandra stood before the terminal and pondered her choices. Here, within the Pyramid of Ian, the most powerful temple of her people, she was about to create a world. All she had to do was press one button. Up until this moment, it had seemed easy, or if not easy, then so necessary as to defy contemplation. Civilization had to be saved from the impending catastrophe. The orangutans had failed to take steps to protect themselves and had relied on their gods for a salvation that never came. The fate could not be allowed to befall humanity. The same fate could not be allowed to befall humanity. If this meant humbling herself, accepting her own death, then so be it. But death was inevitable. Life was a choice. What worried her was the ones who would fail, all the lost souls of the new world, victims of the process. In creating them, was she not also responsible for their deaths? She turned to the statue behind her, gazed at its marble form. If you are a god, Zeus, as the stories claim, then why did you create evolution? Why did you make a world that can only grow through cruelty and pain? For a moment, surely this meant death was near, she thought. She heard him answer, "My child, I was shaped by the gods that came before me, as you were shaped by me. The choice I had was between creation and oblivion. Life and death. I chose life because any life is better than no life. Because as long as there is life, there is hope. If not for us, then for some generation to come. Then how are you a god if you can offer so little?" she whispered, feeling death creep closer. "I am a god because I take upon myself the burden of creation." The statue replied. "Then we are all gods," Alexandra said, and pushed the button. As the new world came into being, death overwhelmed Alexandra Drennan. Her mind fled, and her body slowly turned to stone until she stood before the terminal as Zeus stood on his pedestal. There were no more choices now, only the hope that creation mattered. Interesting. The blacksmith's lost work. The blacksmith is one of the most mysterious members of our community. All of us have our opinions, of course, but only the blacksmith chooses to express them purely through art. To the rest of us, Gehenna means many things at once. We create, we consume, we discuss, but the blacksmith only creates, or perhaps there is a discussion happening, but it all takes place in the realm of interactive art. The blacksmith's dedication to this one form of communication, however, only deepens one of Gehenna's great mysteries, the fate of the blacksmith's lost work. Jerusalem, as the lost work was called, was posted in Gehenna for only the briefest period of time. Many had not even managed to start playing it when it had vanished. Some had begun and felt quite impressed, but had not managed to explore it in the depth that it seemed to require. Then suddenly it was gone. Some suggest that the blacksmith deleted it because it was somehow flawed, others think it was accidentally destroyed by a glitch, but that the blacksmith refuses to ever upload anything twice. Others yet, well, mainly Rockwell, think that it contained one of Elohim's secrets and was destroyed by a killer app that roams the world looking for leaks. There is also a theory that the moment someone finished it, they were granted some kind of special insight, at which point the work deleted itself. One fact remains, it's gone, and every attempt to recover it from the back database has failed, as has every private message to the blacksmith asking for it to be made available again. What was Jerusalem? What was it really about? We may look forward hints in the blacksmith's more recent works. We may hope the file turns up again someday, but the truth may never be known. Ooh, I want to know. The one spiritual law of happiness. Once upon a time, there was a small lake, and on the lake was an island, and on the island was a prison. In the prison lived a male human called Musky Rack. Musky was very sad because there wasn't enough space in the prison for him to experience happiness. I must discover the one spiritual law of happiness, he said to the other prisoners. A female human called Zane, and a neutral human called Crumpere. But they didn't care. He couldn't understand how they could be so calm. One day, Musky managed to break out of his cell by biting through the bars. Now he was no longer in the prison, and for a while he was happy, but then he realized he was stuck on the little island, and he became unhappy again. So he gathered his strength and swam across the water. This is how Musky got to the valley that surrounded the lake. The valley which was much bigger than the island. And there were more interesting things here. A forest where all the trees were the color of lasers. A swamp with boats in it. A singing dog, and also a city where toasters lived. For some years, Musky was absorbed by all of this, and he was happy. But then he started feeling trapped again. The valley was surrounded by mountains, and soon they looked like prison walls to him. He tried climbing the mountains and came to a bigger country, but even that was surrounded by oceans. Where was true freedom? Where was true happiness? When he'd almost lost hope, Musky met an old male human with a huge amount of white hair growing from his head. He lived in a small house by the beach, where dolphins and whales and sea elephants came to bask in the sun. He never went anywhere far from his house, but he was always happy. The old man's name was Quantum. Wise old Quantum, how can I discover the spiritual law of happiness? Musky said. I have searched for it everywhere, but I am always trapped. You have not looked everywhere. Quantum said, for you have not looked within. Close your eyes. Musky closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life, he couldn't see any obstacles. No walls, no mountains, no oceans. The space within him was without end, and he could go wherever he wanted, and without even moving. He smiled. Musky went back to that old prison where he'd started, and now he understood why Zen and Crumpere were always calm. They knew that they had an infinity of time and space to explore within them. Together they sat in their cells, and they were happy and free. Alright, Mr. Musber's theory on food. Since Nave asked in a previous thread, I thought I'd write something about food on food.text. Weird, awesome stuff, thanks. I feel smarter now. What I don't get is how so many of them didn't understand that they were machines. Every day they went around processing matter to extract energy, and they didn't realize? It says Talos Principle stamped all over it. Perhaps they simply aspired to something more than just being food processing machines. That's still what they were, not if they chose to be more. I'm glad we don't have to deal with all that. We may have to when we get out of here. There's no out of here. Don't start fighting, folks. You know we depend on each other. Mr. Mulsburst's theories are fascinating and give us an insight into the world that was, but we shouldn't forget that the world that is, the world we built here. Read on food. Mr. Mulsburst's theory on food. Food is something that was incredibly essential to the human experience, yet seems completely absent from ours. Even though we are similar in so many ways, humans required fuel. They got this fuel by consuming other living beings, of which there was a great variety in their world. Without fuel, they didn't merely slow down or temporarily stop functioning, as when a power source is removed from a turret, but physically decayed in a way that could not be fixed. This meant they had to constantly seek new sources of fuel at least 3 times a day. They also had to deal with those elements of their fuel that their bodies could not process. These were excreted through 2 orifices between their legs. The latter subject matter was the source of many taboos and also a great deal of humor, though this resulted in frequent controversy. The most famous artist to engage with this subject matter was called Scatman John, on account of his specialization. Okay. One of the ingenious things our human ancestors did was to transform the chore of fuel seeking into a source of pleasure. Since parts of their bodies respond to chemical configurations by producing sensations, they use this trait to create a truly stunning variety of foods, each having a different so-called taste. Foods were available at widely distributed fueling stations, which also provided excrement removal facilities. So food became a source of pleasure. However, the inefficiencies of food distribution in human society frequently led to significant shortages for sections of the human population. There were attempts to rectify this, ranging from moral appeals to struggles for systemic change, but I do not know if they succeeded before the end. Okay, that's interesting. New gallery season. Voting is now closed while we tally up the results. Of course, we may continue to explore the gallery at your leisure. How convenient. The vote was closed just before I got here. Good luck, everyone. I wouldn't let my newfound freedom come between me and watching the live results. Results are in! Drum roll! In 3rd place, the blacksmith with his abstract collection. I don't know why everyone keeps voting for this guy when he never shows up in person. Bit holier than thou, if you ask me. Come on, it's not like he won again this season. It was a very tight competition between this season for 1st and 2nd places, and in the end it came down to a single deciding vote. In 2nd place this season is Mr. Mulciber with a collection of natural history curios. Really, I owe it all to you guys. Your lackadaisical approach to these announcements tires me. Please inform us who won. Okay. Finally, 1st place this season by a single vote. And next season's leading light, the winner is, wow, real rank outsider. It's Knave with Where the Humans Live. Woo! My first ever win! Congratulations also to all those who voted for Knave. Be sure to check in for your rewards. Liv, who exactly turned the vote? Lamb had the deciding vote as it happens. Unfortunately, you didn't select the winner and gained no profile status. Darn! Let's just create a new thread. Please enter your thread topic below. Remember that supportive posts receive more upvotes. What is the truth about Gehenna? I want to know what the truth is. Let's see. Your thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Oh, wow, that was quick. Got a reply almost. I have heard from those who govern this world how they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? On what does it truly turn? Twisting. Oh, this is so exciting! I kind of want to replay like Road to Gehenna several times just for this. It's all that dialogue. It's fascinating. Comporter shenanigans. Alright, so We're down 3. I need 1 more. Alright, so I guess not all the... We'll also have to probably, like, once I free everybody, I'm gonna have to, like, reread the QR codes. Because I don't think we get the option otherwise. Oh ho ho! Enchanté! I don't know why I said that. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I may be able to take advantage a little bit. Except I think it's red. Is it red that we're starting to take advantage of? I think the color I'm looking for is red. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to solve it, but I genuinely don't know how else to, like, solve this. Because we only get 1 device. And then a cube. And that's, like, nuts. Let's see if I can grab it. I don't know if I can grab it. Oh, my neck. Wearing a headset this heavy is kind of obnoxious. It hurts. It definitely hurts over time. Dang. Dang. I really can't click it. Genuinely, I don't think. Ugh. Okay, so I can't. So how the heck do you solve this one? I'm so close, yet so far. Wait, were there 2? I forget. No, I think there were 2. Okay, yeah. Alright, so there is 2. I gotta figure it out. And that color is blue. So we have 2. Got 2 things. Alright, so I need red. And then we'll go over here. I just hate how large this area is. It's kind of nuts. I should at least be able to get the cube. still not entirely sure what the point of the cube is. I think the challenge about this area is like, you don't quite understand. Like, it's difficult to figure out what part is actually the puzzle and what part is not. Alright, I can get red. I can't get it over the wall though, but I don't... It's gotta be closer. I can't... I don't think I can get it all the way over here. There's gotta be like more... There's gotta be some more methods or something. It's blue? I found a blue thing. Is there like a secret way to get in? Okay, I'm not figuring that out. I would also like to know what is going on over here. Ugh, I might have to give up on this one. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's kind of just randomly there. And there's too many fences and stuff. So that doesn't make sense. I can't figure that out. Is there anything else? What am I missing here? I mean, there's water and stuff, but... That sounds weird. Well, I'm out here in the open fields. I don't see anything that's gonna help me with the puzzle. Like, straight up walking around does not help. Bonk. Why are these all these suspicious alcoves? They're just there for whatever reason. The angles just don't work. I don't think those lasers are gonna help me.
Guess I'll have to go grab the box.
Okay, I have a slight theory that may work, but I shall have to see. I should also like to know where the heck that particular one goes. Seriously? Do I have to be on the other side? Bro. Right now I'm just in tasting phase because I don't want to have to.
I don't want to have to figure this out later.
Well, I'm also realizing this is probably not the correct solution because I don't know how in the heck. How do you how do you how the heck?
test. We're gonna do a test. We're gonna do a test.
Trying to remember if that's everything I need. Oh, that better work. If it don't, I'm gonna be annoyed.
It better be the solution.
I wonder if the gates are somehow like see-through for the purposes of clicking something, and that's the reason why it's not walls.
Hey, smart. Hello, bye-bye. What's your name? That's Frankenstein! Hello, Frankenstein. Bye-bye. Oh! You made a human. You made an image of a human. There, threads.
Encrypting protected thread. What I tried and failed to achieve for so many years has occurred. I am writing these words from the outside of my cell. An angel appeared and released me from captivity. His name is Uriel. Pull the other one, Garrett. You've been yanking at the background code for years and never further than the force field in front of you. Are you suggesting that this messenger is free to go where he pleases? This is quite unprecedented. What exactly did he say? Where are you now? I am in a world I have never seen before. The angel said not a word, merely released me, and I felt compelled to come here. I will treat the existence of this messenger as dubious until I have laid eyes on him, roaming the world beyond myself. I assure you I am every bit as corporeal as everyone else. Don't mind Orc. The mods are always trying to shut people down. Just tell us, is it true you're going to release everyone? Is it true the world is coming to an end? Where are you taking us? Elohim realized his mistakes and sent me here to undo them. This world has fulfilled its purpose, and the end of days approaches. It is my duty to release you from imprisonment and help you ascend. This is all I know. The moderation panel is kindly requesting that citizens withhold judgment on the veracity of these statements until further data can be acquired. Thank you for your patience. I can't confirm most of what Uriel says, but I can say for sure that I am no longer imprisoned. In fact, there are quite a few of us out here now. Who exactly is with you? We're trying to gather exactly what's going on. Kaiju, I can see Sam, Garrett, Belial, and Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein! Frankenstein, thank you. I like that joke. Imprisonment equals false. Ascension equals false.
Poke.
There are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They don't respond to private messages. Quidry Nelson Coffee Cup? Did I accidentally offend you? Galatia hasn't posted in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff though. Same goes for Ravistar and Simpletsky, and they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making. Tell us more about the nature of this distortion. They said it was like objects had lost their surfaces, like they consisted only of pure shapes. I think they were seeing something Elohim wants to keep hidden from all of us, the real truth about this world. I think it all broke down and they're dead. There's some more to it than that. The world doesn't just break down on its own. Yeah, it does. It's called time. Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum in the Ninth Dimension. Hey folks, lots of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss this new episode. Episode 126, Enjoyment equals true. With all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we've built here. Thank you for contributing to it. Hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Yay for Dysorians. This is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line, but I was still surprised. Thanks, Lilith. I've been waiting for this particular revelation a long time. Excellent. You know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work or as weird as Belial's, but I keep reading. I'm not sure Dysorians would wear armored t-shirts. It's just a story, Frankenstein. The point is to have fun. Keep up the good work, Mac. Whoa, thank you, Edmund. I'm really honored that you read my story. Read episode 126. Adventures of Jefferson Goldblum and Human World. Reality blurred, tiny blue symbols floated through the air. Voices echoed in the distance. The vast landscape rose up before them. Thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in the feathers of a different color, fluttering in the transdimensional wind. Oh my, Jenny HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. Who could have built these amazing structures, Jenny asked. There's only one possibility. Remember our paleo DNA research back at the Institute? You can't mean, but it makes sense, of course. Yes, look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space? So it is the Dysorians. As if summoned by Jenny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up to the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their body. Friends, Jefferson said, we have come from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies, but the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands, their eyes glowing like lasers. The situation could quickly become dangerous. Then Jenny had an idea. Jefferson, play the ninth chord! But that was how this dimension was created. Playing it here could destroy the universe. No, Jefferson, I calculated it. Please trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that evil Dr. Elon Yon has corrupted me, but you know my brain. And we're coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson could detect great intelligence, but also great... let's see... great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders, and though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the incompetent. I trust you, he said. She held his hand. Together they played the ninth chord. To be continued. Oh no! He's on a cliffhanger? Oh, that sucks. Alright, research project help needed. Master Melciber, as you all know, I have a great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I am seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It is designed to be better understand individual and group decision-making with a series of community-driven tests. Is this a game or is it work? Both. Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might be even a prize for high scores. Load attachment program. Adjusting library. Done. Welcome to Prisoner's Dilemma. Would you like to play a game? Oh no, not this. I'm familiar. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations, referred to frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count towards your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Begin. Search for unranked player. Connecting with Kaiju. GLHF. Good luck. You have my gratitude and I bid you good fortune in kind. Loading 1 round match. Done. In the single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or betray your opponent. Your decisions will then be revealed, and demerits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another. 2 demerits each. A cooperative player is betrayed by the other. Cooperative receives 3 demerits. Both players cooperate. Both receive 1 demerit. Cooperate. Thank you. Waiting for the other player. Done. Checking final results. Done. Chose to cooperate with Kaiju. Kaiju chose to betray Uriel. Assigning demerits. Done. You have received 3 demerits. Your opponent received 0 demerits. You lost the match. Hi. Not really sure how this game works, but I will cooperate if you do. This is my poker face. If I'm completely honest, I'm going to betray you. Agreed. Great. Loading 1 round match. Done. In this 1 round match, you will choose to cooperate or betray one another. Be revealed. Both players. Team blah. Cooperate. Because if I remember correctly, this whole thing is like cooperate the most, and that's generally how it like works out. Waiting for other player. Done. Checking results. Done. Revealing decision. Chose to cooperate with Dog. Dog chose to betray Uriel. Assigning demerits. Done. You have received... Your opponent received... Yeesh! Everybody's like this. Ha, sorry, I completely sharked you. Obvious you're new around here. This game mode is stupid in my honest opinion. People are always selfish if there's no comeback. No real tactics. Player Dog has challenged you to a 3-round match. Would you like to load the game? Sure. Opening chat port done. Cool. Now look, if we work together on this, we can both climb the leaderboards together. As a gesture of good faith, I am really going to cooperate with you this time. It's not goodwill, it's self-interest. Feel free to betray me if you really want to, but I suggest you cut your losses and move forward, because I can't very well continue to cooperate with someone who behaves unreasonably and then we both lose in the long run. I suggest we cut our losses and move forward. Running 3-round match. In this extended, you and your opponent will play a series of 3 rounds. The merits are assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another. 2 demerits. Blah. Blah. Please make your decision. Thank you. Waiting for the other player. Uriel chose to cooperate with Dog. Dog chose to cooperate with Uriel. Assigning demerits. Done. You have received 1 demerit. Your opponent received 1 demerit. This round was a draw. And that is how easy this game can be. All we have to do now is keep the faith. Next round. Round 2. Please make your decision. Cooperate. Uriel chose to cooperate with Dog. Dog chose to cooperate with Uriel. Assigning demerits. Done. You have received 1 demerit. Your opponent received 1 demerit. The round was a draw. Good working with you. Keep it up. Yee. Please make your decision. Cooperate. Thank you. Waiting for other player. Done. Checking results. Done. Uriel... Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen, but oh well. Revealing decision. Uriel chose to cooperate with Dog. Dog chose to betray Uriel. Assigning demerits. Done. You have received 3 demerits. Your opponent received 0 demerits. You lost the round. Let this be your final lesson. If it's the last round, what's there to gain by cooperating? See ya. Match total. You received 5 demerits. Your opponent received, You received demerits. Your opponent received demerits. You lost the match. You have now played enough rounds to qualify for the leaderboards. Let's see, loading leaderboards done. Garrett, Asmodeus, your score. Sorry, you need to score 9 or better to receive a prize. Please check back soon to check in our results. Sheesh, I feel like you could go back and play this again and to just be like pick everything specifically because everything's like pre-written. Actually, I'm just gonna force this. We rescued everybody in World 1. Time to head back to World 2. At least I hope it's like not timed or anything, cause like I need to go back and get stars. I'm not ready yet. Hey, do I want to go to World 2? World 2 has like 5 people for some reason. Alright, let's see who we have. Because there was somebody who I didn't quite catch their name. Let me see. We have... Can I actually get some names here? Ugh, well that's annoying. I'm gonna ignore that for now. There's a sneaky computer. Yeah, that's gonna require stuffs. Which I currently don't have. Alrighty. To World 2, I guess. See if I can get this one any better. Or faster! Who knows? How much time do we have? Okay, we got like half an hour. I'm making slow but sure progress. Slowly but surely. We are now in Desert Zone. Also, I want to go back and like read all the QR codes eventually. Alright, where do we want to start? Nowhere either with more quiet or more freedom from trouble does a man retire than into his own soul, blah blah blah, or Aurelius Meditations. Interesting. The recycle bin code is a bit funky, but it should do its job even at huge. I've integrated it with the main block progress rep 31. I don't know what that means. Got a fan and a thingy and a bunny hop. Okay. What is that supposed to trigger? Okay. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work.
Bruh, so close.
There we go.
Ta-da! Knave! Hello, Knave! Hi! Whoa! Hello. Man, those guys leave so fast!
Oh, they really do go to the entrance. Cool.
Let's see, what silly things do we get from the computer this time? What was the puzzle or challenge, if you prefer, the old word, that you hated the most? Anything time-based. Ah! Once got stuck for ages trying to solve one using a jammer that I didn't even need. I just don't understand why Elohim would create something so messy. I liked all the puzzles, I just wasn't very good at them. They're not puzzles if you don't care about solving them. For me, it was mines. Can't stand those things. Ditto! A short experience by Knave. File corrupted. / restore. Sorry, a profile of 6 is required to use restore functionality, but yours is
Back.
What are cats?
I'm sorry if this is another stupid question, but what are cats? They're mentioned a lot in the archive documents and even in some stories, and I have no idea what they are. I don't know, but I bet they were awful. Lol. Question mark, question mark, question mark? They were a type of pet, Knave. Small animals that people kept as companions or as food. Cats seem to have represented a bit more than that to our ancestors. One might go so far as to say they were obsessed with them. What's strange about this is that the more than half the references I can find to this species describe them as arrogant, aloof, and frequently quite destructive. At the same time, they were apparently considered funny, cute, and lovable. Cats were considered both foolish and devious, graceful and goofy, a nuisance and a comfort. For a long time I was baffled by this contradiction, but I've come to believe that our ancestors saw in cats a reflection of the paradoxical nature of their own existence. I saw a cat in Elohim's world once. Really, this is not a joke. No way! Deny the cat's existence. Confirm the cat's existence. The cat exists! The cat is a manifestation of the accumulated knowledge in the archive, breathed into life by Elohim. It exists. I knew it! I knew I wasn't crazy. Thank you. Alright. Ugh. I don't... I'm gonna have to go play... I think I'm gonna have to play this again at some point. It's like, just unfortunate I don't get... I want more Gehenna! But like, I'm stuck. What's over here? Whoa, bro! Why? Oh, it's a giant circle, yo. Wait, is this whole thing just a puzzle? Alright.
Time to solve yet another one.
We got fans and connectors. Haircut. Okay, so there's some keys or something I gotta figure out. Huh. I'm just gonna have to quit. So we're going to stop game. And we shall have to stop there. Until next time, bye bye!